Did Ryan Reynolds ditch Blake Lively at the premiere of Another Simple Favor to save his own career? Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. So glad to be back in studio. Oh my gosh, we got to talk about the documentary. We did so many amazing interviews. We'll be discussing that today later at our live around 4 p.m. Eastern with special guest Colonel Kurtz, who trolled Blake at the premiere. Speaking of the premiere, we're going to talk about this red carpet. Why wasn't Ryan Reynolds there? Also, I do want to address Blandon Sklenar, who is proving to be one of the not only the brightest bulbs, but also the worst friend. Like literally has no spine to defend either side of this when he already made his stance clear. Brother, you stepped in it. Now you got to sort of address it. And he's doing the opposite. Before we get to that reaction, let's talk about this. Now, insiders are spilling on the real reason why Ryan Reynolds left Blake Lively alone on the red carpet amid the Anna Kendrick beef. And it's all about money. Now, I do want to address my last video. I got some flack from somebody saying, Andy, what Blake did is way worse. I'm disappointed in you. Oh my God, not everything's a competition, guys. I literally said it in the video. I know what Blake's done to Justin is worse, but we've got such tunnel vision on bad, good, bad. It's like Anna Kendrick can also be a problem. And from everything I've heard, she is. Not only that, after I posted that video, I got so many more scoops and insight from people I trust and also randoms on social saying, oh my God, thank you for speaking up against Anna Kendrick. I stand by my report and be prepared. Don't be mad at the messenger that I told you Anna Kendrick's not very nice either. Now, again, that doesn't mean she's as bad as Blake. Guys, calm down. My God, it's so frustrating. The issue is, yeah, Blake Lively's done awful things to Justin and needs to pay the price in court. We'll find it out. But what I'm trying to warn you is apparently Anna's no angel either. Anna's been very rude to crew. Some of the things I've heard sound awful. I wouldn't want to work with her. Now, is it to the extent? No, but like I said, why is it a competition? My God, people can be bad at different levels. And I promise you, this wasn't just like, oh, I had a bad day. It sounds like Anna is a pain in the butt, similar, trying to take over the film, super massive ego that makes it hard for everyone she works around. And yeah, that's coming to light. Just like, look, this should be the year where we call out all a-holes. Look, we could all have bad days. I've had many bad days. Plenty of people come out and say I'm an a-hole due to a bad day I had. But typically it's not every set, right? It's not every day you're an a-hole. And you got to take accountability and admit when you're an a-hole, which I really try to do. If I have a bad day or I do something wrong, we take accountability and we apologize. And it sounds like that's something I hope Anna Kendrick will face and have to do herself. Because from what I'm gathering, she's made a lot of crew members unhappy and cast members miserable. I'll say this because I heard there was a knockdown drag out fight with one of her co-stars beyond a simple favor. When I heard the story, I was horrified. I was like, are you serious? It sounded awful, like to a point, like I'm like, damn. And I like Anna Kendrick. I liked Anna Kendrick, but when I heard this story, and I don't want to share the specifics yet, I hate to tease. I'm telling you, it's more than just a little, oh, she's annoying. Anna, what the heck, dude? Get your ego in check. Get your ego in check. All you actors, get your egos in check. And yeah, I'm going to call out actors who have way too big of an ego. We got to do it. You guys have done it to me, and I hear you. We got to hear each other. This is the year where we call out the a-holes, I thought. All right, look, let's get to this. So why did Ryan Reynolds not show up? I mean, I'm not entirely surprised that he didn't show up, to be perfectly honest, because this was Blake's contractually obligated appearance. She had to be there, guys. Now, I'm not here to defend Blake. My God, everyone, put your pitchforks down. The reality, though, is I think she did what she had to do. She did. Now, there was a lot of like fake fans and Paul Feig's wife, and we're going to talk about that in the live. There's a lot of questionable stuff that for sure happened, but Blake had to show up for this. I'm sure she was contractually obligated to be there. And both of them, Anna and Blake, and I'm sure neither of them really wanted to be there, to be fair. But why wasn't Ryan there? I'm not surprised he wasn't there. I got to be honest. He doesn't have to be there at every junket. Now, what this source is saying, the reason he wasn't there, they say that apparently, because of the Saturday Night Live, I love this too, because a few pro-Baldoni protesters, she'll be on our show, Kurtz was one of them. What they're saying here, they look so happy together. Haha, that's I'm sure that's genuine. Apparently, during the SNL appearance, SNL was a test to see how fans would react to them. It was their first outing together since Blake filed, and it did not bode well for them. Ryan and Blake both now realize if their careers are to survive, they cannot be involved in the same projects because everything will be heavily scrutinized. Now, I would argue even their solo projects are going to be scrutinized. You guys clearly aren't backing down. You're frustrated with them, and I hear why. I am too. If they really played the power moves that they did and lied, shame on them, of course. But I don't fault him for not showing up because I agree with this reasoning. It would have been even more intense, more scrutinized. And I think they do need to do their separate appearances if they need to do them. Really, it's about protecting their separate incomes, the source explained. Blake is unsure about the future of her career because of the backlash she has received. She does not want to have a family with no income, and she knows that Ryan's career has so far survived the fallout. I would agree with that. It has. He's still going to be Deadpool. He's not going to lose gigs. I do think Blake will have a tougher time getting gigs, not because of a retaliation campaign, but because of her demanding authorship. Go make your own movies, Blake. Go make your own movie. You have the funds, the support, apparently. You have Hollywood friends who have your back, right? Ari Emanuel. Go make your own movie. Go put it out there yourself and make a hit. If she goes and makes a hit, her career is not over. Hollywood is make or break on your last project. And this was a huge project. Everyone should be celebrating the success. But Justin can't. So in my opinion, Justin was wronged. And the power was with Blake. It was interesting. Throughout the documentary, multiple guests and lawyers and experts we talked about. There was this thing that really hit me. And it's true. As to who had the power. And you really look at it, Blake got everything she wanted. On that set, she got everything she wanted. They gave every demand. And then she still kept getting more and more and more and more and more and more. So who had the power on that set? Justin, her boss, or Blake Lively, the A-star talent who they needed to finish the movie? It's an interesting debate, and the lawyers, all of it's going to come into play, and we're going to break it down in the doc. So go support Patreon if you haven't already. We put some production diaries up there so you can see some of the guests we had. It's going to get ugly for her. It's going to get very ugly. Now, a spokesman for Reynolds told the Daily Mail, another Simple Favor premiere was a resounding success. Both fans and critics in attendance loved the movie. Blake attended with her cast and filmmakers and had a great time. Several other actors attended premieres at South by without their spouses or significant others. I mean, one, why are you responding? You're clearly unnerved. You didn't even need to respond. It's like, I wasn't that surprised that Ryan wasn't there. It wasn't his movie. It was weird that Ryan was there and it ends with us. If he shows up to every one of our movies that has nothing to do with, I think it would be worse reaction. I do. So I can't fault him for not showing up. The fact that he's responding is interesting. It shows they're paying attention and they're unnerved. Speaking of responding, I got to address this. We're going to talk more about this on the live as well. Get into it with you guys. So Brandon Sklar, they wore the same brooch. He wore this brooch again that Justin wore in the premiere. Now, this actually came from it. I forget. Sorry, I'm not giving great. And we have a little tip group, and someone in our group actually is the one who found it. And then I don't have the real name. They used an alias. And then it went crazy. One of our other users posted it, and then Ellsrich ran with it, and it started to go all over. But even as I saw it first, I was like, I don't think he's bright enough to really know what that meant. I don't think this was a secret thing where he was siding with Justin. This guy is so disloyal, so doesn't want to pick a side. He's the worst type of friend you could ask for. And sure enough, someone asked him at people, a genuine response, I think. Was there a hidden meaning behind wearing the same pin?
Yeah, honestly, no. I wish I could say there was. That was a total happenstance. I woke up in the morning and saw an article, and I was like, oh, damn. I literally had no idea. I had an idea I wanted to wear like a floral brooch of some kind, and that was the color I liked the best, and lo and behold, someone also wore that prior to me wearing it, so yeah.
Someone wore that. You can't say his name? Bro, if you can't say his name, then don't say anything at all. This is so scummy. It's so I hate this guy. I have such disdain for this guy because I could respect if he didn't get involved and didn't want to get involved. Fine. But you got involved, dude. You went and leaned in for Team Blake. And now, seriously, support Blake then. I'd have so much more respect if you at least kept supporting Blake. But now you won't even say your directors. Now you're like trying to play both sides. You can't say his name? Worst response ever. Just say, I don't even know what you're talking about, whatever. Just move on. Stop talking to the press, maybe, is another thing, because you just are doing yourself no favors. No one knows who you are. The only people who know you are the people from It Ends With Us who are now rallied about it. And you're giving yourself such bad press. You're doing yourself the worst service by constantly showing that you are a terrible friend who doesn't want to get involved in this drama. You could call both of these people tomorrow and sort it out and figure out where you stand. And you don't do it. Why? Because you have no backbone. You're terrified. And I'm sorry, at this point, you've said too much that you need to make a side. Own your side. Pick a side. Own it. Enough already with this clown. Dude, you are a bozo. Nope. Someone? Is it just me, or is that insanely offensive? You couldn't say the name Justin? Oh my God, F this guy. What do you think? Hit that subscribe, hit that bell for all alerts, smash that thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below. We will be live today. We got to talk about a lot of other stuff from the premiere. Paul Feig's wife bringing Justin's wife into it, and so much other drama that's been happening. You're not going to miss it. Join us live, hit the bell for all alerts so you get notified. We'll see you guys this afternoon.